I am Slick Nick, your personal hairline hero, a red pill Chad Dad at your service. Let's talk about what Norwood status I'm at. Now imagine this, I've been making these videos for years and I've literally got thousands, I think it's well over 4,000 videos on this channel alone. I actually run 2 channels. Most of the channels overall on this channel are about men's hair, whether it's receding hairline or hair loss, whatever it is, it's in that category. So what people do is they will look up an old video and leave a comment on it. So what I want to do from time to time, I like to make a fresh video about a topic and tell how I feel about that now. So one thing I've definitely changed my perspective on is what Norwood status I am as a 40-year-old man. I used to call myself Norwood 3. Now I know very obviously I'm not a Norwood 3. I'm closer to 2 if anything. Some might say Norwood 2.5. I'm going to go with Norwood 2. I'm actually going to go with 2. And I'm going to explain why. And if you disagree, you can tell me in the comments. If you agree, you can say me in the comments. Either way, this is a discussion. I'm telling you how I feel. I'm sharing my truth with you. But we all have different perspectives of reality, don't we? Maybe you're in the Matrix. So, Norwood 2 versus 3. Here's the easiest way to know. Turn sideways. If you turn sideways as a Norwood 3, you can look to where your ears start. Okay, I'm going to use this pen as an example. So, here's where your ears come back, right? So if you hold a pen or some kind of object like this, and your temples, your hairline comes back even with where your ear starts, I'm going to tell you that that's Norwood 3. Look how far back or how far up my hair comes to where the pin is. So here's the furthest part of my hairline up here. Here's where my ear starts. We've still got a solid inch. And another sign of evidence that I'm more of a Norwood 2 than a Norwood 3 is just look at me straight across. Look at my hairline straight across. I'm going to stand right here so the background's wider right there. Okay, this is like 3 feet. Okay, so we can see that my hairline does kind of dip down, sort of like a widow's peak. But ultimately, when you're looking at me straight on, we're not seeing the hairline go obviously back. I mean, it's arguably somewhat deceivingly kind of straight across, or so subtle that you don't even notice that technically my hairline is receded there. So there you go. That's all you got to know. Are you Norwood 2 or are you Norwood 3? Well, turn sideways, look in the mirror. If it comes back to where your ear is, back here, you're Norwood 3. If you've still got some space, it's Norwood 2. I will close this video by reminding everyone that after the age of 35, it's impossible to have a receding hairline in theory, because most men who lose hair lose it between the ages of 18 and 35. So after age 35, it's receded. The act is done. Pretty much for the most rest of your life, you're probably not going to aggressively go bald after the age of 35. So for someone age 35 that has this hairline, you're probably going to be looking at this for the rest of your life. Me, I'm age 40. This is probably my hair for the rest of my life. With that being said, as I get much older, I may develop a bald spot back here. I may thin out even more on top. But ultimately, and that's way in the future, but ultimately, we're not going to expect to see the horseshoe pattern from me in the next 10 years. It'd be quite unlikely, because that's not how male pattern baldness works. The way it works is you do most of your aggressive balding between the ages of 18 and 35. So after age 35, you don't have a receding hairline. It's receded. It's already done. Your comments belong right here.